we're going to create a sales plan. So, whereas a sales order is a known demand on the firm to produce and supply goods, a sales plan is an internal assessment of likely demand. So this is for a 12-inch stainless pan, and the first date that this plan requirement is set for is in fact the same day on which the sales order is required to be delivered for the 8-inch pan. Again, 100 required on each occasion. And an estimated 100 per month over the following 6 months. So here we have our sales plan. We can edit at this point, but we're simply going to create. And if we now look at our requirement screen, we can see as before the 100 8-inch pans required on sales order number 1, but we can incorporate our plan. And so you'll see there's 100 required against sales plan number 1 for the 12-inch stainless pans. And we can of course now step through the requirements in exactly the same way as we previously saw on the 8-inch pan. As you can see, where common components are used, then the demand is simply consolidated. We now have a list of plan works orders and planned purchase orders, and we can in fact now create those orders. So how has that requirement plan actually been achieved? Well, if we take by way of example the 8-inch stainless steel pan base and take a look at that item, we see an initial tab with codes and general descriptive information, the minimum stock quantity which feeds the demand in the requirement screen in the same way that a sales order would, the price if this item was sold separately, and the normal batch quantity which appeared on the works order as a suggested make quantity and would have appeared on the purchase order as a suggested purchase quantity had this been a bought out part. We can also see that this item is actually flagged as a manufactured part, and if we go to the manufacturing tab, then we see the information that has informed the requirement screen. So a stainless steel 8-inch frying pan base is made from 0.014 of a sheet of stainless steel, 1 bracket assembly and 1 handle. We see that the system for the batch of 1000 has actually costed that based on the stock value of the individual components and subtotaled it here for a cost of producing the batch. Now, in addition to the information about what this product is made from, there's information on this tab about where and how long it takes to manufacture the product. So this product is first cut from the sheet on a CNC laser. It then goes through a hydraulic press and into final assembly. And the process, again for the batch of 1000, requires a setup time on the laser of 20 minutes and then 130 minutes to process the batch, 35 minutes setup on the press, 80 minutes to process, no setup on final assembly but 100 minutes to process the batch. And in the same way that the application has calculated the cost of the components used in the manufacturing process, it has also calculated the labour or machine hour rate for processing the batch and come up with a unit cost. So if we now take a look at where this process information is used, we'll go to the scheduling screen.